Hey everyone, hi, this is Dan Nolan, the managing broker of EXIT Realty Solutions out of Cherville, Indiana. And folks, I got a good one here for us today. Some of the things that the market is throwing at us are just curveballs at our head. So if you have to duck, duck. If you have to lean into it, lean into it. But we are going to lean into some of the news that quite honestly is going to change the market on our side of the fence, not the consumer. Um, Profit sharing over at Keller Williams is going to slowly go away. And they've been touting their profit sharing and their shares that you get is all part of the growth of your career. And I never really liked my career or my residuals subject to clawback or subject to change, which is one of the reasons I started with Exit, is that I saw that the 70-30 potential was the model that was going to be used going forward. And sure enough, 15 years later, we're still in it. But Keller Williams and their their team, let's call it their team. There was a group that was assigned to this. They decided that if you don't come back to Keller Williams, your profit sharing will be cut from 100% to 5%. So if you were a Keller Williams employee in the last 6 months, they really want you back. They're going to give you your full 100% of your profit sharing. If you decide after 6 months that you no longer want to hang your license there, your profit sharing amount will go down to 5%. I am not a fan of that model. I have been. I don't know how that is even viable, but it's not for me. It's probably the way it was presented. But again, our model is one of the hottest models out there because we are going to be there for them. This is not something that can change. So let's do this. Let's do a little moving on. Let's just see what's going on outside the real estate world because there's still a lot more going on that meets the eye. How's Chicago been doing? Chicago just cracked under $400,000 for median list price. This is all Chicago zip codes. And when you compare it to Cherville, it's almost the same thing. Um, Proportionally, yes, the numbers are very close. It used to be where you can almost slam dunk Indiana is going to be cheaper. However, Indiana grew up and we're a voice to be reckoned with. One thing that didn't change was interest rates. They pretty much stayed the same at 7.75. If you're looking at writing a contract, you need to take a look at what the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage is so that when you write it into the financing clause, you have a little bit of wiggle room. But you should be looking at jotting in 7.5 for right now. Keep it nice and tight. You don't know what the Fed's going to do. Hopefully, they'll use some reason in the next coming meeting. As a matter of fact, Jerome Powell's meeting today, from what I understand. Something that caught my eye as a consumer. Let's see this. Which home site search has the correct number of homes in our area? You can change the letters to Zillow, Redfin, wherever. None of them are as accurate as the MLS. You will never be replaced by AI because the intelligent portion of real estate comes from your brain and from your experience. So make sure that you let your people know it's all about what you've done and where you've been to help them get to where they want to go. Some of the headlines that are worthy of talking about are real estate market is frozen, but new home sales are booming. We talked about that last week, 91% in the last 3 months. If you are looking for buyers, maybe you should be shopping your builders. If you don't have builders, maybe you should be shopping for builders. Higher interest rates are hitting affordability, inventory, and transaction volumes, but not price, which doesn't make sense. It's not the supply and demand that you would look at and say, oh, that makes sense. Supply and demand is being fueled by lack of inventory and a lack of selection out there. The things that are coming to market, I'm just not really overly impressed with. Creating a home that's safe for aging in place. That's going to be something coming. It might even be an industry to take a look at. Senior residential is something that is going to boom. And if you're able to help those clients, we have a form for that. And this one I made up myself. The eyes have it: interest rates, inventory, and inflation. Can we fix all three? Probably not all at the same time, but we are trying. So new home sales did rise 4.5% in July from June, which is a 31 increase over the last year. So if you're doubting why I'm saying new home sales is the way to go, the numbers do dictate, and the buyers are moving towards new home sales. And let's remember, the builders are giving away points to close. They're doing some things that the lenders aren't doing, so they have a little bit more flexibility. If we were going to call this a buyer's or seller's market, I'd say no, it's a builder's market just right now. And this guy, Jerome Powell, is speaking in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. It's the big meeting of the year at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, which is just after the time of this recording. We're hoping that he gives us some signs of what he's going to do at the next Federal Open Market Committee meeting. It's in 2 weeks. Let's hope that he has something nice to say, like he's not going to do a thing. Let's let the rate cuts take traction. Right now, we probably have 3 rate cuts that aren't really fully executed into the system yet. So I'm hoping that he just calms down a little bit. But that's really all we have for this week. I hope that you continue to roll your wheel. First things first, get your daily work done, and then go out and meet some people and have some fun this weekend. Take cards with you if you're going out. Make sure one new person gets to know that you're a real estate broker. And with that, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take care of this thing, and I will see you next week on the Broker's Price Opinion.